straight for my face. It almost touched my lips. I could feel the electrical current crawl through my veins. The hair on the back of my neck stood straight like a dog's hair when the mailman rings the doorbell. At the end of the hand that was holding the mic was standing my husband. He was a brilliant auctioneer. We used to work together on cruise ships selling fine art. I was admiring him every time he was on stage, and secretly, I wanted to be there myself. After all, when I was a child in Romania, I used to recite poems on stage. I was even chosen to recite a poem at the airport and welcome the Romanian president when he came to visit our area. So I thought, why not? I can speak on stage. So that day, I tapped him on the shoulder while he was doing his mic check. And I said, honey, do you think that maybe one day I can do what you do? Do you think that maybe one day I can get up on stage and auction a few pieces of art? All he did was grab the mic, shove it in my face, and said, go ahead, do it. I panicked. I ran. I found myself crumbled in tears on the bathroom floor. I was crumbled under the pressure of just being defeated by what I wanted the most. My dream to speak on stage. I looked at myself in the mirror. Who do you think you are? How dare you believe that you can speak in front of an American audience? How dare you imagine that your voice matters? This happened 18 years ago. My husband's intention at the time is irrelevant, and I can assure you that his heart was in the right place. Maybe he was just being a man, hunters. You want to speak? Here. I'm still kind of learning about this whole masculine, feminine energy thing. Maybe I just wanted him to go, oh, honey, you wanted to speak on stage? Oh, that's great. Let's pick a few pieces of art. We'll talk about it. We learn in the cabin, and then I'll help you. More of the gatherer type. But that's irrelevant. What matters is what I got stuck with that day. The belief that I am not good enough. The belief that I will never speak on stage. The belief that my voice does not matter. That, together with a plethora of other limiting beliefs, have shackled me for years to come. And it took me a long time to start chiseling at the chains. And this is why I am here today, to share with you a little known secret, and potentially one of the easiest way you can take any belief you have about who you are and what you can do and turn them into your saving grace, and turn them into your stepping stone, and turn them into your cornerstone. I am here today to inspire you to rise up in your greatness like a phoenix. I am here not only to teach you how to overcome your limiting beliefs, but how to make them work for you and potentially find your purpose in life. Who's with me? Yay! Awesome. Many of you are wondering, what is a limiting belief? Well, it's a notion we hold as true without any empirical evidence. This notion gets between who we are and who we want to become. This notion steals our dreams. Or, as I like to call it, a limiting belief is a pebble in your shoe. Have you ever walked with a pebble in your shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you walk with a pebble in your shoe?
Yeah,
You
later.
can. I mean, you wiggle your leg a little bit, your big pebble gets between your toes. You can walk. But can you run? That's your. No, you can't. And this is exactly how limiting beliefs are. They let us live our life, but they don't let us live our life in our greatness. They let us live our life, but they don't let us reach our highest potential. So my question to you is this: do you know what your limiting beliefs are? Do you know what's stopping you from reaching your highest potential? I came to this country 24 years ago with $20 in my pocket, $500 in debt, and a duffel bag full of dreams. I left a career as a fashion designer to come and work on cruise ships, 14 hours days as a bar waitress. Nothing was going to get between me and my dreams. My dream was to become an American ever since I was 7 years old. Nothing was going to get between me and my dreams. Until one day I let fear and limiting beliefs dictate, write the next chapter of my life. As a Romanian immigrant, I believed that I could not speak to my high-paying customers because English was not my first language. I believed that I could never be a speaker on stage because I had an accent. I believed I could not read books in English because by the third page, I would space out and I forget everything I read. And this was killing me because as a young girl in Romania, I would read hundreds of books. I believed I couldn't drive in the United States because I didn't know the roads. They were too big, too wide, too many cars, driving too fast. I believed I couldn't write my own copy for business because I wasn't trained in marketing and because I was making too many grammatical errors. And I would shrivel every time I would come into the living room and I would see my husband hold one of those postcards, return to sender, pointing out the mistake and telling me how unprofessional it is and how much business I'm losing. How did I get rid of all these limiting beliefs?
How?
I'm glad you asked. Thank you. 7 years ago, I got a puppy.
Yeah.
No, a pit bull. And this is exactly how my friends, my family, my husband even reacted. A pit bull? Really? Are you crazy? He's going to destroy your house. He's going to turn on you. You're going to come home one day and you're going to find your Persian rugs shredded to smithereens. I had no idea that there were dogs that they were deemed vicious. I knew one thing for sure. This loving, beautiful puppy was going to prove them wrong. Do I have any dog owners here? Woo! I'm in the right kennel. Yay! I love it. What is the first thing you do when you get a dog? Name him. That's it. You give it a name and you teach him how to come when called. What is the second thing you do when you get a dog? That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes. Okay, I was going with another one, and I'm going to insert a little fine print in here. And the fine print is this. The owners of Chihuahuas, Shih Tzus, Yorkies, and any other bedroom sleeper on steroids will not know the answer to this question. The second thing you do when you get a dog is you teach him how to be non-reactive. Because there's nothing worse than taking your dog